So I got a short but oh so satisfying shift driving food delivery with my brother Matt's here in Pittsburgh. The kicker is it's just on the #1 food delivery app insofar as market share, and that is DoorDash, of course. Now, stand to the end of the video. We're going to go over the numbers, of course, but really, this kind of proves something big that we're watching as far as strategy right now. So a great sign that you're driving in the best spot during the best time in your marketplace is immediately getting an order and or being offered bonus pay insofar as peak pay on a DoorDash. So there's a $3 peak pay, which again is a great sign during this dinner rush, which is generally from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. So we can see here really 0 commuting miles to the restaurant, which is great. You're waiting at a hotspot or a power strip that are areas that are very dense with restaurants. So Piata Italian street food, which is fantastic, by the way, here in Pittsburgh, for $9.25 for just 1.8 miles. Stellar on the dollars to mile ratio. How much am I getting paid for the miles driven? And check out the dollars to time ratio. How much time is this going to take? It's delivering by 6:21, current time 6:06. So knowing that, generally you want to complete at least 2 deliveries per hour. Now, obviously, if you can do 3 or sometimes even 4 deliveries per hour, that allows you to just stack this income. And another great sign that you're driving in the busiest zones during the best times is getting another order. It's a stacked order. So this add-on stacked order is from Patron Mexican Grill, which is fantastic. It's really close by. That's something else that we look for $8.50. So basically, if you can see the starting and the ending destination in a small screenshot like this, we're talking like blocks away from each other, that is ideal, especially for this strong of a dollars to mile ratio. Now, conversely, if that screenshot, if that map is a little bit more spread out, obviously that means more miles. And then what I'm always thinking about, frankly, what we're both thinking about is positioning as well. Kind of a more advanced thing when I'm driving on these food delivery apps, because I'm thinking about the next order. Okay, this one seems pretty good pay-wise, but where is it putting me for my next order? Like this one, this is what I thought when we saw this one. So it's a stacked order. We see both locations on one screen. Keep that in mind and you will get more time to make a decision when this happens. So 1605, that's great cash flow. And honestly, it's pretty good on the dollars to mile as well, 6.7 miles. Even the dollars to time, it's what, 709 delivery, currently 634. Now, this order was declined. Now, it's not a bad order based on all of those metrics, but really being, honestly, a master in your marketplace, we really want to stay in the hottest zones, especially because it's showing that it is very busy. Here is another great example of an order that's kind of like that one. It looks good. All the metrics check off here, but this is what I need you to do in your own respective marketplace. It's doing that deep dive, the market research, so you know, okay, is this order worth it? So it's Howley Chinese food. It's a staple. We are very familiar with this restaurant, where it's at, even the parking, where is a good place to park near this very busy zone. So it's another variant of the stacked order screen. So this time it's a stacked order, clearly marked with the parentheses 2 orders. So it's 2 orders, of course, from this same restaurant. Dollars to mile looks pretty good here. The dollars to time, it's pretty good. Let's say it's going to take about 30 minutes here. So if you double this at $13.50, you're looking at $27 an hour. Theoretically, if we got a similar order right after this one, that's not bad. But my problem with this one and Matt's problem is dinner rush at this specific restaurant. It's hit or miss. I mean, there's been times where I've gotten in, I've gotten out, it's immediately ready. But if it's super busy, if you see the peak pay, which indicates it's busier, perhaps, and just the experience of the time of day or the evening here, I've had other times where I walk in and there's just tons of drivers and they are extremely backed up. You want easy, so that last one was $13.50. Well, I mean, look at this one for Panera. It's $8.25, but it's less miles. And again, this comes down to market expertise, but we know that this location is really almost always on the ball as well. And I mean, come on, there's our close screenshot here. It's basically, across the road here. Super easy and convenient for you as a driver. Actually, that's a great place to ask you a question of, are you seeing orders like this that are short, that are paying a good amount, theoretically with Peak Pay or Surge on Uber Eats here? Or no matter what, are you seeing, maybe the bonus pay as well, but are they further away? And these short, high dollar orders are few and far between. Let us know that down below in the comments. While you're typing that, let me also give you a heads up. If you haven't done so already, check out our Amazon storefront. That is linked down below in the description so you can get the best accessories for all of these side hustles. Let's say food delivery bags, pizza bags, catering bags, dash cams for your safety on the road. That is all linked down below. But that one was a no-brainer. It's super easy. In fact, I was kind of surprised how short that was and how strong the pay was on that one. Well, it's kind of the same for this. Roots Natural Kitchen. Remember, there is Peak Pay. Jump on it. Take advantage of any Peak Pay because you get orders like this. $9.25 for just 1.8 miles. And look at that incredible dollars to time ratio. It is 6:45. It says deliver in just 14 minutes. 6:59. Remember, these apps are algorithmic, so chances are that it means this pickup is going to be ready when you get there, and it was. Versus if this said deliver by 7:15 p.m., then that would indicate that, of course, it's not ready, or it's further down the queue. It's going to be, being made when you get there. It's not going to be, again, it's not going to be immediately ready. So speaking of busy, and let me know if you do this because I have no idea why this happened. It just kind of happened here, is I checked Uber Eats on my end, and this is what Uber Eats was doing. Crazy bonuses from $7.75 to $6.25 up to $12 extra. And this is on Uber Eats, but for whatever reason, we just kind of had the laser focus on the $3 Peak Pay from DoorDash. I mean, do you do the same thing? Do you do it because you can count on the Peak Pay versus the variable and changing bonuses on Uber Eats? That's also something to consider. What is your strategy with these bonuses? Let us know. But yeah, this dinner rush on DoorDash was on fire specifically for those super short, high paying orders, which we like this one. Chula Indian barbecue. I mean, the theme continues. $7.25, just 1.3 miles. And why not? Let's add on an additional order here. So Patron Mexican Grill again for $9 additional for just 674 yards. Anytime I see that kind of additional distance, it's almost always an auto accept as long as the pay makes sense here. Again, a no-brainer for the stacked add-on. And why not? Let's close it up here. Another super short order here for $7.25, 1.3 miles from Chipotle. So I wasn't kidding here. Short, punchy with the Peak Pay, short runs, which were kind of surprising here. So let's take a look at the numbers. This shift here in Pittsburgh was from 6 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. Total gross revenue in just that short amount of time was $60.75, which is a recent record high of $40.50 per hour. Now, granted, yes, it's only an hour and a half, but from what I was seeing, I mean, from Uber Eats to the continued Peak Pay until 9 p.m., I'm pretty confident we could stay maybe in the 30s if we drove longer. Total deliveries completed were 7, receiving 7 tips as well, with an average tip of $3.50. Business miles at 24.1 with a strong payout per mile of $2.52. And those miles yield a tax deduction of $13.50. So the point that we've been watching that's kind of being proved here on this shift, on recent shifts here, is having a spike in demand, mainly here in Pittsburgh from, I would say, consumers coming in, new customers from the colleges and universities. That is something that we're watching. I want to hear down below in the comments if you have a marketplace that has, the colleges, the universities that are getting into a fall semester, are you seeing that spike as well? So I feel like just at a high level, just generally, we're going to see a continued spike in demand here. So obviously, number one, the colleges, universities. But I feel like it's a market shift away from that summertime slowdown with better weather, with things reopening here. We saw that in Q2 and Q3. But now we have that pull of new customers in a lot of marketplaces, but just generally, we may see kind of an uptick here in business at the end of this year. So if you did get value in this video, definitely drop me a like. And you can also click or tap screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.